Hey, what's up guys? It's me, once again, Daddy Issues, back again. But today, we're going to be looking at Heihachi Mishima. One of the coolest characters and coolest outfits in the game, I would say, by far. And today I just want to give a basic rundown of how to play him, what his best moves are, just what I did with basic cards this video as well. But there'll be a lot of similar things since they both are Mishima characters, so Heihachi's a Mishima character. And he has the good old electric, of course. It's electric. Oh, you even doing electric. There he has the electric, has the hell sweep, has the flash punch combo, of course. There's a lot of similarities that these characters have and all Mishimas have, but there's only a few similarities for the most part. But first off, let's start with Heihachi. He's a pressure king. He is big. Like, he's a big character. He'll easily eat to the wall. He'll easily pressure you like crazy. He'll easily do half your health in one combo without much effort. He's a complete beast of a character, just like Kazuya is. But I wouldn't say Heihachi is a 50-50 king. Heihachi has mix-ups, but they're not as good as Kazuya. Heihachi is more all based on his pressure game rather than mix-ups, I would say. So first off, let's just start with the normal stuff. Well, Heihachi, being a Mishima, he has his wave dash movement, which is, let me just quickly Kazuya way, and Heihachi has his wave dash movement, which is common with Mishima, just wave dashing, which is very good. So Mishima's unique to this feature. They will just wave dash and wave dash and wave dash, and that way they can hide moves. In their wave dashing, they can hide moves like that, get a combo going if they get the right quick pick, or if they just want to wave dash for pressure, wave dash to realign themselves with their opponent, because just like Kazuya, Heihachi is weak to the left side, so if your opponent is trying to sidestep left, you'll probably whiff a lot of moves depending. But if you wave dash into the face like this, I can wave dash up, just back up. Just wave dash into their face. When they go to sidestep, you'll actually realign yourself with them, which is great. So that way it's harder and harder for them to sidestep and punish you, or sidestep and you whiff. So that's one of the main things about a Mishima character. The wave dashing and their movement is just very different compared to other characters. No gimmicks with the movement, of course, just forward wave dashing, and that everything else is normal back dash. But Heihachi does have an evasive move, if you will, where you basically run away. Back 3+4, Heihachi will just run away. I wouldn't really use it unless you're just trying to run out time for the clock, but everything it's good for. But it also moves to the side as well. But for movement, that's really what Heihachi has for movement. Nothing else is really really weird about him. But well, now since we've went into the movement of Heihachi, let's start getting into what are some good moves, of course. What are some good moves? Well, Heihachi has these, of course, a Mishima style flash punch, which of course knocks down. We could do 1, 2, 2, which does more damage but doesn't knock down. And I believe Heihachi's is special because he's just wall splats. Yeah, just like that, wall splat, get big damage. So if your opponent does something risky at the wall, if you jab him and you catch him, so if you're up against the wall and you're just pressuring them and you jab, and you just jab twice and you hit them twice, you can confirm the last hit, which is a really amazing tool. So those jabs are really amazing. Of course, all highs except for the last hit. Yeah, so it's high, mid, and then I think it's high, mid, I could be wrong. Oh no, high. But that's his main punish, of course. That's his 10 frame punish, but you can also use his great pressure tool, which is down forward 1, 2. Down forward 1, 2 is a great punish and pressure tool, and it wall splats as well. So if you catch your opponent at the wall, you just fish for a hit. Just let's say, because you can do down forward 1, 1, or the second to high, but not many people will duck this. But you can just do the string, and so you'll be belly blocking, you'll pressure him just like that, just pressuring, and then down forward 1, 2, you hit them like that, wall splat, you get your combo in the wall. And then it's also it's a punishable string on block, but you can also delay the last hit quite a decent bit as well. so that way you can catch an opponent off guard if they try to move or if they don't expect you're going to do it. But most people are only punish this with a while standing forward because it leaves you crouched high, I do believe. Let's quickly test that. Guard or yeah, it leaves you crouched, so you won't get punished too badly for that. But I wouldn't recommend using the second half unless you're going to delay it, or unless you are going to. You can hit confirm it. You have to be really quick when you hit confirm it. So there's a lot you can do with that string. It's a very strong string. Down forward 1-2, and then for more pressure you can also do forward 4 as well, which has a lot of plus frames. You do forward 4, sidestep into down forward 1, and then you can even jab. And then this is something else which is really strong with Heihachi. You can jab into down back 2, into down 2. My bad. Back 2. My bad again. So you can jab and move back 2, and you can also delay this as well. So that way you can catch them as well. And then I do believe it's a let's test. Oh, I thought it may be an account hit launcher, my bad. But if you jab and it's a counter hit, it's guaranteed the back 2. So that's also a strong pressure tool, and it's safe, of course. So Heihachi has a lot of pressure tools, so forward 4, down forward 1, down forward 1-2, down forward 1-1, 1 back 2, just like that, a lot of pressure tools. And then he also uses forward 3, which is a strong pressure tool as well. And it's has quite the range, and it's counter hit as well, so use forward 3, get a nice counter hit, get a nice little combo. You can convert that. But and then there's also forward 2. You can use forward 2, 3, which is straight into the knee. So you can do this as fast as you want, or you can actually delay it quite well, just like that, and then you can fish for another counter hit. So far you've already noticed that Heihachi has quite a lot of pressure tools, quite a lot of poking tools, and quite a lot of counter hit launches. Like, he has fantastic counter hit launches, absolutely amazing tools for Heihachi. And then Heihachi also has a devastating 4-4-2, which is a massive launcher. 4-4-2. This will also hit grounded. Let's quickly get a guaranteed setup. This will also hit grounded. Oh, it's hit grounded. My bad. It'll hit grounded, and if your opponent tries to get up, your opponent will get absolutely launched. So then just quickly, I'll delay it, but if your opponent tries to get up, it'll get launched like that. So they have to lay down and take the hit because it's guaranteed. And then you can also, get a big boy combo of 4-4-2. It's a great move. It's a mid, and most of the time you will not get punished by it because on block this move has crazy pushback, but it's punishable. So look how far he gets pushed back. So you have to be extremely quick with the punish, and you have to use a far range punish. So for Kazuya, his 4-4-2 would be to punish that. So it's something you may have to lab to find out. Okay, what characters can punish my 4-4-2, or what can my character punish the 4-4-2 with? So a lot of people will just let 4-4-2 go unchecked, unfortunately. So you can get away with that quite a lot. And then the only circumstance where you actually get punished for it quite a lot is if you do it against the wall. If you do it against the wall, that way they can't be pushed back, and that way they're right in your face, and they can just punish you pretty willingly. But these are all been mids. There've been quite a lot of mids I've talked about, quite a lot of delayable strings as well. And then Heihachi also has a back 1-2, which is it's a natural combo as well. So just quickly show that's a natural combo. God, or natural combo. But the thing is, it's a high, but it does track. This move does track, which is really good. And if your opponent's in the air, you can also use this as a corkscrew. And if your opponent's just jumping and you see him jumping, you can just use back 1-2 like that, and it'll catch him out. So you can use this as a punish, your corkscrew, and for tracking as well. It has quite a lot of uses. And then I'm pretty sure I can't remember if Heihachi has a magic 4 or if it's his back 4. Yeah. Okay, so he has a magic 4 as well. So this will get you a guaranteed combo. You can just use back 1-2 there. Just have to be very quick with it. Back 1-2, and then fit your combo any way you want, just like that. And then for another pressure tool as well, Heihachi has his down 1, which is a mid. This also hits grounded, so if your opponent's If your opponent's on the ground, it will hit grounded. That's good for you. It will hit grounded, so you can use that as Oki as well. It's a safer option than 4-4-2, and then it's also you can continue the string. So if the opponent blocks it, you can do down one, and then the 2. I don't know if this is counting hit launcher on. Don't know if it's counting hit launcher. Let me quickly test. Okay, you can probably get move out of that. Let's see. Well, you can get something from that. Let's try the easy easy move. Yeah, 4-4-2 guaranteed there. But you can also do quarter circle 2, but it's just a little more execution that I can't leave with right now. So that is a good move as well, and it's also delayable, so you can get a lot of picks with that. There's so many delayable strings and mids that he actually has. They're extremely good that will work quite well on your opponent. And then Heihachi's back 4, it's mid that tracks. I don't believe it's safe, so you just be very careful of that. But I would just recommend using just normal 4 because it will counter hit launch as well. And then Heihachi also has up forward 3-4, which is this. It gives you a corkscrew and then gives you a nice little carry. But with this, not a butt, my bad. But on block, not crouch floor. It's completely safe as well. So, and on block, it's and on block you have the advantage, gives you plus frames, of course. But the thing is, it also has a second hit. A lot of people will let go or back or something, and they will get hit by the second part of that. Which I have no idea why, but a lot of people will just get hit by the second part. You can just do the first part if you like, but it's best to finish out the string. It can be sidestepped, of course. Heihachi's weak to the left side again, but it's very good for pressuring as well. And that way, it's also if the opponent's against the wall and they block, I just push him right to the wall, and especially if it the second hit hits or wall splat, of course. So a very strong move yet again. The Heihachi also has up forward 4, which I don't really use it outside of combo purposes, so I'll corkscrew that move and then straight wall carry, of course. So that's another good move from Heihachi, but mainly using corkscrews. And then I do believe I put back for corkscrew. That's my bad. Oh, actually it does. I just did it wrong. It's back for also corkscrews. Back 3-3 is also a good move. I kind of like it. Not many people really use the string, especially since its first hit is high, and then to go into second hit, it's really slow. But it can be used against the wall, at the wall maybe for Oki. Let's go use text that. Yeah, would be good Oki at the wall, but not many people use that string. But it's a decent string, and then Heihachi also has just neutral 3-4, which it's a natural, but it's actually punishable, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's actually launch punishable. So not really a good move, but if your opponent's really far away, you might be able to hit him with the long dance legs. But if your opponent was from far away, you really would just want to 4-4-2. That's a great option. Or if they're recovering way too quickly, and also quarter circle 2, which is basically Heihachi's death fist. It's extremely quick as well. It's a good move. It's a very good move. And then let's quickly go to the wall here. I'll show the wall bounce. I'm pretty sure back 2 is his wall bounce. Yep. Back 2. Then Heihachi also, when the opponent's grounded, he has his down 4, which is a stomp. It's extremely strong, the stomp. If I'll just jab and stomp, it does quite a lot of damage. It's really good when his rage drive is used. And then Heihachi also has another ground option as well. Down 3 will hit on the ground, L spike, it'll also break the floor. That's also a mid, but a lot of people just roll out of this move. It's very linear. It's only used in certain situations, maybe if you want to break the floor, but then down forward 1-2 will break the floor. So there's many options you can use with Heihachi. Quite a lot of moves. Yeah, he has a huge arsenal of good moves. So down 3's, it's in there, and you can also use that as a mid tool as well. A lot of people think that's a low for whatever reason, and they just get caught by it, which is really nice. And then let's go here back to the wall. Heihachi's actually, it's a natural combo, but none of people use the string. Back 1+2, 1+2, just like that. Wall splat. It's a mid string. It's very punishable, I'm assuming. I've not been punished yet by using it. But it's a very strong string, mid, and it's a nice carry. Wouldn't really use it in combo, would use it for whiff punish, or you can use the first hit and then if you are feeling cocky you can finish the string. But then Heihachi also has down back 1+2, which this will high crush. It's an extremely good move, so if your opponent's jab freshman quite a lot, using a lot of highs, you can use this and it'll actually go underneath the highs. It's extremely good. Doesn't hit the wall, unfortunately. Doesn't wall splat. I'm pretty sure on counter it doesn't do anything as well, nothing special. And then down forward 1+2 is Heihachi's power crush. Attracts extremely good power crush, and it's mid as well. And then Heihachi also has he's forward 1+2, which it's safe, but it's high of course. And you get a guaranteed follow up, so you can yeah, there we go. It's just a bit difficult or hard as timing the recovery frames into the death fish. You don't want to do it too early, otherwise you get misinput. But you get a guaranteed follow up on that. And you can also just do 4+2 for easier, but less damage, of course. And then Heihachi down 4+2. It's a safe mid launcher, but it's a counter hit launcher, so you can just do down 4+2, just like that. You get combo straight to the wall, 53 damage. Just doing a basic combo, but so this on counter hit will launch, so you can just jab your opponent, apply pressure, just pressuring your opponent, just pressuring like that. Your opponent's like, okay, I've had enough of this, I'm gonna jab, but you hit him with the down 4+2 launch, boom. It's extremely good. It's extremely good, safe counter hit launcher, but very small range and very linear, of course. So only use it while you're really up in your opponent's face. There's not too much you can do with it elsewise. Even at the start of the round you could use it, but slow start up. But it's a good move to mix in with your pressure. Of course, I don't believe it gives you any plus frames. No, not plus frames. I don't believe it gives you any minus frames. I just believe you and your opponent are even when you use it. But that's there. Wouldn't really use it too much. Just it's there, but it all depends on the situation. If you're feeling you counter it, or if you got a nice read, you can use it. But now let's talk about electrics. Of course, Heihachi has his normal electric. Heihachi has his electrics, of course, which just like Kazuya, Devil Jin, 14 frame electrics, of course. If I could get a perfect one going, that'd be great. I didn't warm up any of my electric skills before recording this, so bear with me. But with a Heihachi, his electrics are slightly a bit more difficult to do than Kazuya's. Kazuya's has the easiest electrics, I would say, to input. They just come out easier. I don't know if it's a frame faster or anything like that. I just know Kazuya's electrics do come out much easier compared to the rest. But still, you need to practice electrics, of course. But see, just after a few minutes, not even a few minutes, just a few seconds of warming up, getting consistent electrics. But your main launcher, of course, being electrics. So you want to learn how to electric proper, especially when you're in sidestep punish, or so if you get a sidestep or a nice whiff and you just want electric. So you can also sidestep 4+2, but it's much slower. So it's really good that you get those electrics on point, so that you can use a combo, just like that. 70 damage just from electric. Shouldn't be good damage. Just yet again, just showing you. Very necessary tool. And then you can also, of course, use it as a pressure tool, because on perfect electric it knocks back. So if you're against the wall, let's quickly just get to the wall. So if you're against the wall and you get electric, Heihachi gets quite the advantage there, especially if it's perfect electric. So Heihachi will cover first, so you can just electric pressure, and then you can mix up. So there's electric pressure. Also guard wall. So I don't accidentally keep launching it. So with that you can just. If you get normal electric, you won't get any plus frames, unfortunately. At least you gotta really perfect that perfect electric. So let's go. I'll just try realigning with the wall. Yeah, realigned. Just like that. So you can, like, yeah, I just want to show an example. Okay, so there we go, just like that. Oh. So let me quickly redo it again. Oops. I just want him to face the wall so that way he'll be pushed against the wall properly. But then you can, after the 2 electrics for just pressuring the electrics, then you can just go straight into down forward 1, fish for a counter hit or on hit, and then delay, hit him, and then wall splat. There's a lot you can do against the wall. You can even electric and then go into forward 4 to keep the plus frames, but your opponent could sidestep or jab, maybe even get you. So there's a lot of mind games with Heihachi for sure. And then Heihachi's, unfortunately, the worst part about Heihachi is his low game. His low game is terrible. He has down, I don't know, down 3, I think it's down, no, down back. Down back 4, I believe, yeah, down back 4 is, actually. Yeah, down back 4, generic low, of course. And then down 4, also another generic low. He doesn't have really any good lows. Okay, there we go, down back 3. Down back 3 is only decent low, I would say, besides the generic down 4, but very small damage, of course, only 7 damage, but down back 3, of course, does 12 damage, which is nice, but really, you won't be doing many lows. The only low you'll really be doing is down back 2, but this low is launch punishable, and a lot of people will probably launch for it. It's hard to see, it's hard to catch, but just because he says Hashi, when he does it, a lot of people will catch on real quick once you do it a few times, especially with Heihachi saying Hashi, or he says you'll get blocked a few times, but you can really mix it up. You can hide it, of course, in your pressure, and when you wave dash, you can also wave dash and hide it into your wave dash, so your opponent might be expecting a mid or something. Boom, Hashi. It's probably one of the best, probably his only best little option he has, but as I said, he has so many mids, so much pressure to make up for that. A lot of people will just get caught out, and then Heihachi also, just like every traditional Mishima, he's 4 forward 1+2 grab, wall splats. Heihachi does also have down forward 2+3 grab, which doesn't do anything special, but you can chain it. It's also mixed up, so basically, if your opponent, if you're at the wall, you just grab your opponent as they recover. So basically, you're poking your opponent, grab them, they recover, you grab them again, and that way it becomes a mix up as well. So that way, you do it again. Oh, they want to duck, wall splat, get your combo, and boom, big damage. So that's also another part of his mix up game. He also has another throw, which I can't remember how to do. That's his broken, it's called Toy Soldier. I don't know how to do it, if I can quickly, let's see, broken toy, there we go. So quarter circle 1+3. It's a massive damage throw, and it also throws super far. Oh, oops again. Yeah, it's a massive throw. It gives you so much space, but it's a simple one break, so other people will accidentally probably break out of it as well, just trying to jab check you and pressure. But it's a really good throw if you catch him off guard. But now, another good move from Heihachi is his. Actually, before we get into that, I just want to go over his Hell Sweep. Heihachi's Hell Sweep, it's good and bad at the same time. If you manage to get his Hell Sweep off, you actually get a proper combo like this, and then you can get 76 damage from a Hell Sweep. So his Hell Sweep will actually become a combo when done correctly. You have to cancel it. Oh. It's very weird, but it does a lot of damage. But the thing is, your opponent can actually block it. So I'll show you. I'll make him guard after the first hit. So your opponent gets hit by the first hit, and he blocks the second hit. Because when you get hit, when you get hit by the Hell Sweep, you have a chance to go down or stay up and block. So Heihachi can do a mid option, or he can do low. So with Hell Sweep, he can do Kazuya's Hell Sweep, which is basically quarter circle, basically crouch dash 4 into 1, which is Kazuya's Hell Sweep, but Kazuya's is guaranteed. but Heihachi's options are not guaranteed. If it's an actual mix-up, a proper mix-up, so your opponent can actually block down, or you can stand and block the mid option. So this Hell Sweep, it's a little difficult. You have to really be on the ball with your Hell Sweeps. You have to be making sure that you catch your opponent off guard with the Hell Sweeps and make sure they're not ready at all, or if you catch them inputting something. So I do believe, I think counter hit is guaranteed. Let's check that. Oh. Yeah, counter hit is guaranteed, so you'd really have to be fishing out for those hits for the Hell Sweep, otherwise it's going to be a little terrible. But now Heihachi, he also has, if I can do it, this is his, I don't know what this move's called, but he has a perfect version of this that's extremely difficult to do. Oh, I think it's this, oh no, I think it's called, Thunder God Fist, but I think it's electric. But this is extremely difficult to do. If I can get it, I'll try to get it, but it's extremely difficult to do. You'll see it when you get Blue Sparks, it becomes a launcher. It becomes a very strong launcher, but you have to do it extremely perfect. Like, even now for me, it's going to take a bit if I can get it. So I don't practice this because I don't play Heihachi too often, and what I do, I wouldn't try do anything too big. There we go. Got the Blue Sparks, but I was not paying attention. I skipped it. If I can get it one more time. Please, one more time. That's all I'm asking. It's such a strong move. Let's see. Can I fish it? Can I get it? Nope. Nope. That's how difficult it is to get this consistent. If you have a stick, it's much easier. Of course, I'm using a pad. But at least I'm practicing. I'm getting a lot out of practicing just the motion and just trying to get it. It's kind of like an electrical where it has to be instant, but this is a just frame just frame Blue Spark launcher basically. But if I can't get it in the next 5, you'll have to believe and take my word for it. Let's see. Get it? No, I can't get it because it's very important, because you can let's say you do actually Wild Rising 1. Wild Rising 1, usually you would usually you would do the Death Fist, which will do 44 damage, which is guaranteed, so you can do that. Do this, guaranteed. Do this, guaranteed. Do this, guaranteed. Yeah, okay. Maybe just we get guaranteed, but then you can also do this and you get a Blue Spark. You get Blue Spark and you do quite a lot of damage, but actually Blue Spark has to be perfectly timed. Basically, you get a lot of damage, but that's high level stuff. Wouldn't say basic, but since it's basic, let's just do a 4-4-2 for but it's easy guaranteed. 4-4-2, yeah, it's guaranteed, but does less damage. So you really wouldn't want to do that. But now let's keep talking about Heihachi. Let's go with his Wild Rising stuff. Wild Rising 1, of course, is his primary punish for lows. But if it's just a normal low, you'll probably just do 4-4, which is still pretty good. It's 29 damage, but it's still pretty good. And it's just I don't remember what this move's called. I know it's not Steel Pedal, but there's a certain move, a certain name that all the Mishimas usually share for this move. But it's basically Kazu's down forward 4-4. You can only do this from Wild Rising, unfortunately, but it's a very good punish. And then there's also Wild Rising 2, which is a counter hit launcher, but it also gives you a weird alignment, so you have to realign to do that combo, or you can just improvise there. But if you probably noticed, Heihachi does not have a Wild Rising launcher. With Heihachi, when you block, you have to instantly rise back up and electric. If it's something that's launch punishable, you'll want to get back up. Now let me quickly, let's see, repeat action. Quickly record. Just like that. Now we play. Oh. Oh, it's a bit difficult. But you have to be on the ball with this. So it's a bit difficult. You have to just you have to be quick as well. So you're trying to rush it as you're getting up. No punish. Still no punish. It's a bit difficult to get. It really is difficult. You really have to practice for this stuff. Oh, hit by that accidentally. A bit too late. Oh, just time that. That was not a punish. You have to be extremely quick with this. Like, extremely quick. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Oh. But you have to be so quick. Oh, so it's probably just best to do that. Just get down forward 4, which is guaranteed in the 4-4-2. But it'll just take a lot of practice, a lot of practice to get the correct punish. You have to stand up in an electric. But you can also do an electric from a crouch position, but it just takes a lot of practice, you could say. A lot of practice, a lot of input skill. It's very difficult, of course. Which is very unfortunate because it's something that makes Heihachi difficult to play, but a lot of tools make up for that as well. Especially since you can you get about 45 damage from while standing 1, which is pretty good. But so those are mainly Heihachi's top moves that you'll basically be using. But now let's get into Rage Drive. But before I actually do any Rage Drive, I do want to show two more things. So Heihachi also has a back forward move stance. So he'll back forward. You'll get an option of moves. So you can do back forward 2, which is mainly used for combos. So you would combo someone. So it's really okay. 3 moves. I almost got 1. So you do it like that, or you get wall carry, and then you could also sure. You'd use it like that. So back forward 2-1, which is the wall carry, and then back forward 2-3. But you would mainly do these in combos. And before I get into the thing I wanted to show you, let me quickly go over 3 more things. I forgot that Heihachi also has just normal 1+2, which is a very quick damaging mid to interrupt strings. It's very quick, very strong. Doesn't wall splat, I don't believe in it. Just walk on the wall. There's a lot of moves that Heihachi have that are extremely good that you can beat it back. Okay, does wall splat. It's extremely good move. You can also do 1-2 into 1+2 to cancel and it's a weird type of mix up. it's a bit more on the advanced stuff, so you can kind of sidestep and bait. And you can also do it on the other side as well, I do believe. Yeah. It's a very weird bait. It's more advanced stuff. People really don't use that too often or at all, really. And it's more, as I said, advanced. You don't really want to be trying to do that stuff constantly. But then Heihachi also has his I'll just call this a stance. It's stance. From the stance, he gets multiple options. Usually, people will use it as a combo ender because from a distance, you'll use it like this as a combo ender. But Heihachi also has a parry. He has a jab parry, or a punch parry. So if someone goes to punch you, you can parry and then you get a combo out of it. If you do the one version will parry, of course. No, the one version will actually launch. There's a 2 version. Yeah, so the 4-2-1, which is a very, which you would end the combo with is forward 3+4-2-1. You would end the combo with. So when you understand 2-1 is the combo ender usually, and then if you're trying to go for parry, you just use the 1 option and parry and then get the counter. But you can also do 1+2, which is unblockable into a combo, I believe. Yeah. That's very a health combo there. Yeah. pretty good. I don't believe it has a free version yet, so it has no low versions, of course. And then, okay, that's all I wanted to show you with his main moves. But now let's get into his Rage Drive and combos. So with Heihachi, there's one thing specific. He has a male-specific ender. So if the character is a male, he can get an extra free hit at the end of his combo. It doesn't work with female characters. So with someone like Kazuya, let's say, going for a launch, going for the normal ender, the last hit there, the last free, that hit, will only hit on male characters as well. But let's say you wanted to spike them, you can also do down, you can also do, you also do down one. I have to get really close to redo that. Oh, too far away. There you go. You can get down one, and you can get a free 3 at the end of that combo. And it's male characters only. I assume it's the hitbox, but it's extremely strong. Extremely strong. But now let's get into Heihachi's Rage Drive and Rage Out. His Rage Out, you really wouldn't use it for much because his Rage Drive is a huge pressure tool. But with his Rage Out, you can actually, I do believe it's with male characters as well. Let me quickly double check that. Let me really quickly break the wall here. It should be much bigger. Oh, I messed that up. Messed it up yet again. There we go. Now I believe this is a bigger space. It should be bigger space, but Heihachi should, I believe, yeah. Heihachi, I believe it's male characters only, can also get his Rage Out off for free, like that as well, for a lot of damage. But the Rage Out is very little use. You wouldn't use it too much, as I said. But now, let's get into Heihachi's Rage Drive. There's 3 ways you can use this. You can just back 2 into Rage Drive like that, or you can 1 back 2 into Rage Drive like that, or you can use it as a combo ender, and you'll get different properties if you use it as a combo ender. So let me just quickly, like this, and then you get a guaranteed down 4, or you can get a blue spark, one of these. But let me just quickly. Okay, let me just. Oh, this is embarrassing, but let me just quickly. If you have blue spark, that'll hit on the ground and it'll do more damage than the stomp. But so he can use it as a button. Yeah, so you can use it as a you can use it as a combo ender. I don't know why I got that just then, but so you can use it as a combo ender and get massive damage, or you can use it out in the open like this and get massive damage and pressure. And if it hits clean, then you'll get not hits clean. If it hits counter hit, so if this is a counter hit, so if this is counter hit, this is all guaranteed. So let me just quickly show you Gardor. Well, actually, let me quickly show you Gardor. Let me all guaranteed. But if I do it like this, it'll block. But it goes straight into a mix-up, and it's an extremely strong mix-up. So from there, you can either do something like that, or you can either go low. There's a lot of things you can do in that scenario. It's extremely strong, but let's just go back to stand. There's when you hit it normally, you get a combo, but the combos can be a bit difficult to do. But let's quickly show you 2 example combos. So let's quickly. With this, I do believe you have to like that. So you have to do it with the back forward ender to get the spark there. Oh, not spark. To get the corkscrew. So let me just quickly do that. mess it up. It can be tough to do out in the open like that, or out in the open when you're just comboing. So let me see if I can get that. There we go, and then straight to the wall, and you get your combo. But you can also, this is a bigger version of build. You can also electric. Let's see if I can do it properly. You can electric in the back for one, two, but it takes a bit of timing. I think I may have to run in a bit deeper there. So let me try to see if I can hit that. Let's see. I may have to do the back forward corkscrew here, so I may not be able to get it, but got the wrong move, unfortunately. It's a bit difficult, as I said. Very difficult, but it's more advanced because you don't have to use this option. You can just, if you really wanted to, you just stomp, stomp the person. Just doing down back forward real quick is it can be difficult, especially combo when you're trying to mash recovery frames as well. So I'll just try a few more times. I keep getting forward too, I'm being too impatient there. As you can see, it's not the easiest to do, especially when I keep getting the wrong inputs as well. Oh, there we go, I got that, but didn't hit. Okay, so I'm just going to abandon that. I'm going to show what the Razor can be used as an ender. It can be a huge ender, but I have to quickly change stage for that because it's a huge wall carry as well. So let me just quickly go to Infinite Azure. Nice wall stage. I'll show you why it's such a strong move. It's insanely strong. But I'll try again. I just wanted to do double perfects, but I'll take normal. Oh, I missed it. Missed it again. I'm trying to be big boy. Too late. This input. There we go. Missed it again. That's unfortunate. And now I keep dropping that, but we're getting there. The back forward is just back forward is the most annoying part. I really despise inputs like that, especially on arcade sticks. It's so easy to do back forward. It really is. I just keep getting forward 2 now, but I'll try a big boy combo if I can't. I'll just show you a simple version. Okay, 3 more attempts. Let's see. Here we go. I jabbed accidentally. Don't want to aim that to me. Keep getting that forward 2 instead of back forward. Yeah, I'll do it from play 2 side. It's much easier for me on that play 2 side. So let's see. Of course I fail it instantly. Here we are, and then boom, 102 damage. It's extremely strong, extremely strong. That's a terrifying move. But with all of that, so that's basically all the movesets for a basic guide. There's a lot of other things you can do with Heihachi, but this is all the basic stuff you need just to learn how to play Heihachi and start playing him. But now, his playstyle, what's his playstyle? He's a very aggressive Mishima. I'd say he's the most aggressive of them all. Hiro and Kazuya would be on the same part with aggressiveness. Heihachi is aggressive with mids, pokes, and counter hit confirms. But not Heihachi, but Kazuya, he's very, very strong with his mix-up game. So Heihachi loses out on that. So Kazuya will out pressure with his mix-ups, but Heihachi will just out pressure with his overall mids and counter hit tools. So with Heihachi, when you're playing him, you really want to be up in their face. If you really feel like you need to retreat, you can just press back 3+4 and you'll run away. You'll get out of there. But with Heihachi, you'll really want to run in, slice a bit, just try to catch your opponent, see what they're doing. So once you learn your opponent's playstyle, so when you're doing the first round, you just want to play very safe. You just don't want to press too many buttons. Just want to see what your opponent's doing, run up in their face, see what they're doing, how they react. And once you get a firm idea of how they're going to react, then you start running into them. Then you start getting some jabs down, get some jabs in, start pressuring a bit. Then once you have some jabs pressured, then they're backing up. Then that's when you want to start fishing for those forward ones, down forward ones, just down forward 1-1. Get into their face, so they're like, okay, he's going to start using some mid pressure, and then you start using down forward ones, it's pressure. And then if you don't, any of those don't hit, don't commit for the 2. Just wait. They're going, opponent's going to do something. Just back up. If down forward ones aren't getting any hits, just move up. Maybe try an electric here and there. Just get an electric in their face. Let them know that you're willing to electric them, willing to launch them. If nothing is coming from that, just throw out a forward 3 maybe. Forward 3. A nice strong move there. Forward 3. Just if it doesn't catch him or don't feel like that, you still have a bunch of options. So if all these moves aren't working out, then you can just either wave dash in their face, go for a nice grab, and then mix up from the grab, or you could go into the down forward 2 free grab just like this, and then from that you can go into mix up. But if worst comes to worst and they're just not budging, you can just keep pressuring the jabs, and then start doing some hashis. And then once you're low down here, you can do down while crouching, do down forward 4 while crouched, and then you'll get a guaranteed forward 2. But if your pressure's not working, then you can start trying to fish for his movement, try and get a forward 2 launch from him, and then if he doesn't have punisher, you can start abusing forward 2, because it's a difficult move to punish, especially when you don't know what the correct punish is, especially since it's so far away. So you can fish a lot with forward 2s, and then if that's not working, then you start trying to bait with forward 2 into a delayed 3, or you just try and just forward 3, but that doesn't work. Then you just start electric him, try and get to him. Once you get him to the wall, if it's a wall stage, you might have a harder time, but if you get him at the wall, then you're definitely going to just be able to out pressure them like crazy. Especially as soon as you push them into the wall, they're just going to have to guess and guess and guess. That's when you really play the mix-up game. That's when you just want to Hashi, down forward 4, get plus range, go on the down forward 1, and then down forward 1 confirm, 2, and then forward 4, of course. Just pressure. Jab in the down back 2. You can also delay it as well. So you have so many pressure tools, especially hit by down back 2, a wall bounce. Then that's going to leave you open with a massive combo. And then you can also do down back 1+2, like in their face as well. Down back 1+2, just check them if it hits, continue the string. If not, just let it go. So that's a natural. And then if your opponent whiffs, use those long legs and try to do a 3-4 maybe. But if they also whiff and it's too far away, you can also just 4-4-2, just get in there, but be careful, because if you whiff your 4-4-2, you're most likely going to get punished yourself. There's just so much you can do, especially with all these tools. And then you can also try hell sweeping if you're really feeling it, make him force to guess, and then start baiting at the hell sweep. Pretend that you're going to go for the hell sweep, but actually just pretend you're going to go for the hell sweep, go really low, and then just not 4 forward, while rising 1. Get that guaranteed hit, and then that guaranteed while rising 1, while rising 1 combo, and get that pressure on them. Look out, because you just ran up on them, get that pressure. And you also right in their face, ready and willing to do anything and everything to beat your opponent and pressure them. And big boy combo, just take him out. Especially for Heihachi, crazy damage. And then if your opponent's pressuring you, a lot of jabs, a lot of strings, you can also do down back 1+2. Down back 1+2. And that way I'll go underneath the highs, or you can just power crush or down forward 1+2. And especially since the move will track and it'll go in quite a lot as well. is all you can fish for, especially with forward 1+2. When you're going on your opponent, get a guaranteed hit, and then straight up back into the face, just back into the face. But that's when you're learning their playstyle. Make sure, well, when it's the first round and you're not feeling yourself yet, you're not feeling their playstyle. You can play safe, use your range, use your 4-4-2. Just look for errors in their playstyle. Look for them backdashing wrong. Look for them sidestepping. Look for them trying to sidestep and just hit them with a back 4 or a neutral 4 or even back 1+2. But you gotta be careful because that's a high string, of course. Well, there's so many tools you can use to fish out your opponent. There's so many tools you can use. There's so many ways you can play Heihachi. You can make Heihachi your character. You can play him your style. You can be the most defensive Heihachi in the world as well. You can just play extremely defensive, and you can also look at parries as well. But you have to be really feeling yourself for those. There's just so much you can do. So many setups. And then when you try it and learn more advanced stuff with Heihachi, like tech trap, stuff like that, then you can really start demolishing your opponents. But with all this said and done, you should easily be able to make a huge impact with Heihachi and do quite a lot with him. He's a very strong character. I would have to say, I would say he's the strongest of Mishima. Devil Jin is strong, but Heihachi's pressure and his momentum is insane. It really is insane. I would put him up there with Devil Jin, honestly. But that's going to be it for Heihachi's basic guide, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.